Well, hey there, Gemini. I do have a collective reading for you guys. I hope that everyone had a lovely time with family and friends and heading into the holiday season. So, Gemini, I try to ask for main themes in the reading. And the main themes I got for you today are wisdom, surrender in reverse, and change upright. Now, there are several cards about change, so I strongly believe that this is indeed going to pass. There's also a card that I had not planned on putting in this deck, but it had. Sometimes your cards will end up, one card from another deck will end up in another deck. The Sun card ended up in the deck I was using. So that is significant for you, Gemini. There is either going to be some joy or some illumination that is going to be coming your way. Because again, when a card is separate like that, Spirit wants that to be a part of the reading. The other thing is a card called the Gift. And in this card, it's a woman who's opened up Pandora's box. And so she's kind of reflecting to see how is this going to impact others with this box being opened. But what I feel Pandora's box is here, Gemini, is wisdom. And I think that wisdom is going to be able to take you far. So with that in mind, the main tarot I see, forgive me, I forgot to mention, since this is a collective reading, it will not apply to each and every person who is viewing the video. So please only take what resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. Now, we start off with the Four of Wands in reverse next to the Tower in reverse. The Tower is not to be feared. Towers come about in our lives because the foundation, it could be a person, place, or thing, but the foundation it's referring to was not solid, and so it had to be broken up for a fresh start so that you can build something with a strong foundation. Some say with the Tower in reverse that means you have avoided it. It does not. The Tower is coming. If you have not made the necessary changes that Spirit feels like will put you on your spiritual path, there will be a Tower. So I think there was someone who basically it's the end of the honeymoon, the end of their home, their family, this community. There's definitely an abrupt change to that. And we do have change here as well. And the Tower certainly is something that you will notice. Temperance follows the Tower. Now, Temperance, if you look at the numbers on the card, that major arcana follows death. And because of that, that always indicates when Temperance is upright that there has been a death or a change or transformation of some kind, which is definitely indicated by the Tower. Now, the Fool is on its side here. So again, you can take the energies and swap them if you need to. But someone is just not quite there. They're almost ready to take this grand step out, almost stepping off a cliff, but going into a new beginning, something totally new and exciting. Almost they're there, but not quite. Now, these cards landed in a specific way, which always blows my mind how Spirit does this. But I had this card land on the Nine of Cups upright, which is on the table, offer, proposal, and commitment. So I do believe either you are receiving one, Gemini, or giving an offer of commitment to someone. That is your wish fulfillment. And that is only after, though, you have come past forth this heartache. I think you are ready for a committed spiritual relationship. The House card fell here. So I think that there will be a new residence, upon, this commitment taking place. It's not happening yet because we have surrender in reverse. You have to surrender to Spirit, Gemini, for these things to transpire. There has to be a surrender for things to change. So again, you're at the dock, you're ready to go, but it's just not happening. So there's some kind of a stall or a stalemate or a delay. And it could be because you have not surrendered yet. Anything that you need to give over to God, give it over to God now, and you're going to start seeing the wheels turn. We have the Queen of Cups upright, followed by the Four of Swords in reverse, followed by the King of Swords and the Magician. To me, someone is restless and bored and tired of their current situation, and I believe that they are going to look further into a situation that involves someone who is definitely very emotionally loving and caring that you're involved with. that I believe you're interested in a committed relationship with. Now, the King of Swords, that is your card, and the Magician is your card, Gemini. So it's highly significant. And as a matter of fact, you have 3 references to your sign in this reading. I've never had this before. You have 3 references to Gemini. So, to me, what that is saying is, again, someone is moving into a position to where they're ready to take action to move forward this commitment. They're a little bored. Things need to change. You're too stagnant right now. But either yourself or your person is going to be approaching this more from the head than the heart. It's going to be a logical decision on whatever it is they decide. But there is a manifestation taking place. Either you or your person is wanting to manifest, I believe, this union. Spirit has given you 2 cards about dietary change. One of the cards next to that is vegetarian. Now, that won't work for everyone, but if you are having some health issues, Gemini, please consult your physician and talk to them about making some dietary changes for your betterment. Your person is telling you, or you are telling your person, again, see which way it fits with you, Gemini. But I want you. I want to be more than friends. We will be together again. The timing just was not right for us. I knew exactly what I was doing, and I buried myself in work to forget you. So there's been some resistance to this. There's been some resistance to this commitment. Now, this is these cards are absolutely beautiful. But I got one card out that was in reverse. It's called the Swan Queen. Transformation, intuition, and patience. And it states here, I won't read the whole thing, but just the highlights. She gives you the ability to see the beauty that has transformed your life from ignorance to wisdom. Now, let me refer back to this wisdom card again. Spirit was exactly on point when he said that. She said that. Saying that it's going to let you know it's time to go within and seek the answers in your own intuition. Now, we got a second card about using your intuition. So anytime I get multiple messages, that is a really strong message for you from Spirit. Intuition is definitely one of those. You're going to need to surrender and use your wisdom. So that's quite a beautiful card. It says, do not look outside yourself for answers now. The true power lies reflected in the still waters within you. Now is the moment to meditate and ask for a vision. So this is also a reminder to allow time to transform ideas into reality. Nothing happens overnight. And so the transformation is happening, but it's in reverse now. The other thing I noticed that was particularly catching was that we have 2 cards about transformation, big time transformation, resurrection. We have the Phoenix here and we have the Phoenix here. So again, that's another strong confirmation from Spirit that many of you are going through a huge change right now. This card is the High Lady of Love and Compassion, Reverence, Kindness, and Consideration. So with it being in reverse right now, I believe that you're going to need to work on that some. There may be some of you, because of a heartache you've experienced or other situations, that maybe you're not feeling as compassionate towards others or as kind. But Spirit is saying that it is important to continue that. So please work on that if you're having a problem in that area. There is going to be someone who is going to be sincere. There's a person in your energy. Spirit is saying that, unite for a good teamwork. But many of you in the Gemini Collective, you don't see your value right now, and Spirit's saying that you really do need to see that. There is transformation that is going to take place. It says, enter into the light from out of the darkness. But it is going to require sacrifice. So let's go back to the surrender card again, a second confirmation of that. True love is selfless. Now, the Privileged Lady card landed right here, close to the commitment. So I believe the person, for some of you in the collective, it does not mean if you don't have a privileged lady in your life, it doesn't mean that this is not your reading. This is simply a confirmation for some in the Gemini Collective that there will be a privileged lady who is going to be the offer of your commitment or making the commitment to you, Gemini. Now, the other signs I see here, I see Virgo, Gemini, and Aries. Now, if we want to look into November, sometimes November is Scorpio and Sagittarius, depending on the time of the month. So those are signs that you either may know someone who has those signs or that holds the energy of those signs. Again, that won't be for everyone. It doesn't mean it's not your reading if you don't know someone like that. But this will help clarify that this is a reading for the people that identify with this. So again, we have major transformation, Gemini, and we also have planning a move. And notice we had the house card, so that's a second confirmation about a move. There is definitely an ending here, though. That tower brought on an ending. And this card, independently owned and operated, is now in reverse, which means someone is considering commitment, like I said. There will be some legalities, though, in some area of your life that many Geminis are going to have to deal with. But Spirit is saying you are spiritually protected. You always need to use common sense, but you do have additional spirits that are helping you at this time, Gemini. Now, Spirit is also suggesting that you follow your passion. And I have two cards that came out on Be Yourself. Be unapologetically yourself, Gemini. Shine your genuine light to all. Now, this card's in reverse. Find the little joy. So you're really going to need to find little blessings during the day. This says, I see all sides of a problem. So it's always good to step in someone else's shoes. This is in reverse. Be fully present as well as love yourself first. So be here in the now, Spirit saying, and really, really work on loving yourself. You notice here, this is another confirmation about value that was in reverse. So some of you in the Gemini Collective really need to work on self-love. So we have a divorce or a breakup of some kind, again, confirmed through the tower that happened. And this card ended up right on top of irreconcilable differences. Love life. It says the focus of your question involves your romantic life, which is now changing for the better. So after this divorce, after this surrender, there's going to be a change in your love life. You're going to be involved with this Queen of Cups. So, but at the time, you're possibly feeling ghosted, cut off, or blocked. But Spirit is saying that focus on what it is you're wanting, and talk and get on the same page as this person. This card came here. So I believe some of you in the collective are going to get pregnant, and it's going to be a boy. So there is a card indicating some will be having a son. I believe that is very close by because the Today card is in reverse. So that usually feels for me like divine timing is either here or very close. Now, I do believe there are some in the collective that had a love affair that not many people knew about, that for whatever reason was considered somewhat forbidden. And again, only you will know that, and it will not resonate with everyone. But this person is a soulmate of yours. Now, when we say soulmate, please be aware, you have lots of soulmates during your life. It's not just a lover. It can be a friend. It can be a family member. You can have lots and lots of soulmates. But there is someone here that you were in a situation that was having to be kept secret. That is a soulmate. And you're going to see some kind of synchronicities that will confirm that for you. Some of you are going to take a gamble, and you're going to gamble on this new relationship. But do be aware there is someone behind the scenes who is planning a retaliation. So just keep your eyes and your ears open. You will be having some fun times, some celebration, fun enjoyment, but you're on the road to success. There is going to be, though, a problem. But even though there's a problem, right next to that is key, successful outcome to your problems. Good news. The month of November is significant for some in the collective. It could be a birthday. It could be a birthday of a friend or something major happened in November. There's going to be plenty of material things, and use your intuition to make beneficial changes. I cannot stress enough about using your intuition, Gemini, over a tarot reader, over anyone. Go directly and ask, and you will receive it. You just have to be aware, and you have to be receptive to what Spirit is saying. So definitely fine-tune that intuition, because Spirit says that's very important for you right now. Now, these two cards came in reverse. Your desire is within reach and travel. So I believe that this person, again, that you're interested in, at some point, once divine timing is here, it will be within reach, and you will have some travel required somehow in connection with this. Now, there's also a false person around you, so be aware. You're going to be receiving a message of concern or giving a message of concern to I cannot speak, or giving a message of concern to someone in the near future. Sudden wealth is reversed and pathway came out sideways. And then there is wealthy man and community. I believe that a wealthy man has had a sudden loss, okay? And I think that's kind of putting him in a position where he's not sure how to go forward at this time. So I think the community, it seems to be common knowledge about this person who has had this devastating loss. Because again, this is one, you'll notice it's a 5. 5 means change. And she's clutching her necklace. So this is something that doesn't seem to be something positive, and it's about this person, losing this money. So again, this is only going to resonate for a few of you, but that's kind of a side note that's going on. Now, I did want to read one more thing, or did I read that already? I don't think I did, about the gift card. And it says here, be careful of stepping into situations you may not be able to get out of, or retreat from complicated situations. So again, Gemini, just be aware of, before you take an action, just give it extra thought. And then also go to Spirit and ask for guidance. Gemini, this is what I have for you today. I hope this is helpful, and I hope it brings you clarity and comfort. So as always, please, friends, I say shine bright and be kind.